In a world where scientific paradigms seem set in stone, an unexpected voice has emerged to challenge our fundamental understanding of the universe. Terrance Howard, known to many for his acting career, has recently unveiled a theory so revolutionary that it's sending shockwaves through the scientific community. But as the internet buzzes with misunderstandings and misconceptions, we're here to reveal the profound truth behind Howard's insights.
First year at Pratt, and they at the time I think it was like 108 elements.
At the heart of Terrance's theory lies the flower of life, an ancient geometric pattern found etched into temple walls from ancient Egypt to ancient China. But his interpretation of this symbol goes far beyond anything we've seen before. He proposes that the flower of life isn't just a two-dimensional design. It's a three-dimensional blueprint of the entire universe, hidden in plain sight for millennia. What he has uncovered isn't just a new scientific theory. It's a rediscovery of ancient wisdom, lost to us for tens of thousands of years. As one of the modern keepers of Tehuti's library, I'm here to guide you through the true meaning and implications of his revelations. Howard's theory challenges everything we thought we knew about the nature of reality. He proposes that the flower of life holds the key to understanding the true structure of atoms, the nature of gravity, the mysteries of dark matter, and even the fabric of consciousness itself. His ideas suggest a complete overhaul of the periodic table and offer new perspectives on phenomena like black holes that could revolutionize our understanding of the cosmos. Perhaps most strikingly, he argues that the tetrahedron shape formed by four spheres in the flower of life pattern represents the true structure of hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe. If correct, this insight alone would reshape our entire understanding of atomic theory and the fundamental building blocks of reality. But Terrance doesn't stop there. He proposes that there are no straight lines in the universe, only curves. This seemingly simple observation has far-reaching implications, potentially unlocking new understandings of gravity and magnetism, and even opening doors to concepts as mind-bending as interdimensional travel. This will challenge your current understanding of quantum physics, the nature of time and space, and the very fabric of reality itself. Take a look at this geometric pattern, the flower of life. It's a series of overlapping circles forming a flower-like shape. Now, watch as we zoom out. You're seeing this same pattern carved into the walls of ancient temples, hidden in sacred sites, and even sketched in Renaissance notebooks. This isn't just a coincidence. This pattern has captivated minds across cultures for millennia. Let's start our journey in ancient Kemet, what we now call Egypt. Here, in the Temple of Asar at Abydos, we find one of the oldest known depictions of the flower of life, potentially dating back over 10,000 years. It's meticulously and molecularly burned into granite with incredible precision. What compelled the ancient Kemetic people to create this pattern with such care? What meaning did this symbol hold for them? The answer might lie in the emerald tablets of Thoth, also known as Tehuti. I've read these tablets dozens of times, and they're filled with profound wisdom. Here's a passage describing a flower, the source of the spirit that binds all in its form. From the emerald tablets of Tehuti, tablet 13, the keys of life and death. The text goes on to say, "This flower is streaming through the earth as thine flows through thy form." It's as if Tehuti is describing a cosmic blueprint that permeates everything. Could this be the very flower of life we see molecularly burned into temple walls? This connection between the flower of life and ancient Kemetic wisdom is crucial. The precision and care with which this symbol was created suggest it wasn't merely decorative but held deep significance. The fact that it appears in the Temple of Asar, a place of immense spiritual importance, further underscores its sacred nature. Moving east, we find the flower of life in ancient India, at sites like the Hampi temple complex, dating back to around 1500 BCE. Here, it's not just decorative, it's integrated into the very structure of the buildings. The pattern appears in intricate stone carvings, suggesting it held deep significance in Hindu cosmology. In Hindu tradition, the flower of life is often associated with the concept of Maya, the illusion that masks the true nature of reality. Its presence in temple architecture might be seen as a reminder of the underlying unity and interconnectedness of all things, hidden beneath the apparent diversity of the physical world. In ancient China, traces of the flower of life pattern can be found in artifacts dating back to the Neolithic period, around 6000 BCE. Later, we see it prominently featured in the Forbidden City, constructed in the early 15th century CE. In these contexts, it's often associated with fundamental patterns of creation and the interconnectedness of all things. Chinese philosophy has long emphasized the harmony between heaven, earth, and humanity. The flower of life, with its perfect symmetry and interconnected circles, could be seen as a visual representation of this harmony. Its presence in the Forbidden City, the seat of imperial power, suggests it was viewed as a symbol of cosmic order and balance. The flower of life's appearance across cultures and time raises intriguing questions. How did the same complex geometric pattern emerge in civilizations separated by vast distances and millennia? Some researchers propose it represents a universal mathematical principle, while others suggest it might be evidence of ancient global connections we've yet to fully understand. This universality is one of the most compelling aspects of the flower of life. Its presence in cultures as diverse as ancient Egypt, India, and China suggests it might indeed represent some fundamental principle of reality. Whether this principle is mathematical, spiritual, or both is a question that continues to intrigue scholars and mystics alike. In more recent times, the flower of life has continued to fascinate. It's been studied by geometers, incorporated into New Age spirituality, and even used in modern architecture and design. Its perfect symmetry and complex structure have made it a subject of interest for those studying sacred geometry and the mathematical principles underlying nature. So we have this ancient symbol, puzzling geniuses for thousands of years, appearing in cultures across the globe. It's been revered as a spiritual tool, studied as a mathematical curiosity, and used as an artistic motif. And now, Terrance Howard steps in, claiming we've all been looking at it wrong. Is he onto something revolutionary? Or is this just another case of seeing patterns where there are none? Howard's claim is bold, but it's not without precedent. Throughout history, revolutionary insights have often come from looking at familiar things in new ways. Could Howard's three-dimensional interpretation of the flower of life be the key to unlocking its true significance? As we delve deeper into his theories, we'll explore how this ancient symbol might hold the secrets to understanding the very nature of reality itself. Terrance Howard's journey into the depths of the flower of life began with what he describes as a profound personal experience. In his own words, it was as if the universe itself opened up to him, revealing its innermost workings through this ancient symbol. This wasn't just a fleeting moment of inspiration, but the catalyst for a complete paradigm shift in his understanding of reality. But Howard's revelation goes far beyond mere spiritual epiphany. He proposes that the flower of life is fundamentally three-dimensional. Look at this traditional two-dimensional representation. Now watch as it transforms into a complex three-dimensional structure. According to Terrance, this is the true form of the flower of life, and it's the key to understanding the very fabric of our reality. He argues that our entire history of scientific and mathematical understanding has been limited by our inability to perceive this structure in its true form. Central to his theory is the idea that there are no straight lines in the universe. Everything, he argues, is curved. This concept aligns with Einstein's theory of curved spacetime, but he takes it further. He suggests that our entire understanding of geometry is flawed because we've been working with flat representations of a curved universe. This idea challenges the very foundations of Euclidean geometry, which has been the basis of our mathematical understanding for thousands of years. Now, focus on the negative space within the flower of life pattern. He believes that this space, often overlooked, holds the key to understanding the structure of the universe. It's in these spaces that he sees the fundamental building blocks of reality. He proposes that by studying these negative spaces, we can unlock secrets about the nature of matter, energy, and even consciousness itself. Here's where his theory gets really controversial. See this tetrahedron shape formed by 4 spheres in the flower of life pattern. Terrance claims this is actually the true atomic structure of hydrogen. Given that hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe, constituting 99.9% of all matter, this idea, if proven, could revolutionize our understanding of atomic theory. It challenges the current model of the atom, which has been accepted since the early 20th century. Howard doesn't stop there. He argues that this three-dimensional flower of life pattern can explain everything from the formation of planets to the nature of consciousness itself. He sees it as a model for understanding the relationship between macro and micro scales in the universe, challenging our conventional understanding of physics. This holistic view suggests a fundamental unity in the cosmos, from the smallest subatomic particles to the largest galactic structures. Look at how he applies this pattern to rethink the periodic table of elements. He suggests that the relationships between elements can be better understood through this geometric model, potentially leading to the discovery of new elements or properties we've never observed before. This could have profound implications for chemistry and material science, possibly leading to the development of new materials with unprecedented properties. Howard's theories extend to the nature of gravity and magnetism as well. He proposes that these fundamental forces can be explained through the interactions within the three-dimensional flower of life structure. This could potentially lead to new ways of harnessing energy or even developing advanced propulsion systems. Imagine the possibilities if we could manipulate gravity or create new forms of electromagnetic propulsion based on these principles. Even the nature of time and space isn't safe from Howard's revolutionary ideas. He suggests that the flower of life pattern could be key to understanding the true nature of these fundamental aspects of our reality, potentially even opening the door to concepts like interdimensional travel. This challenges our current understanding of the fabric of space-time and could have implications for fields ranging from quantum mechanics to cosmology. This man's ideas about wave conjugations and mirror shapes that emerge from the three-dimensional flower of life are particularly intriguing. He believes these structures could explain phenomena that currently puzzle physicists, such as quantum entanglement or the behavior of subatomic particles. If true, this could bridge the gap between quantum mechanics and general relativity, a holy grail of modern physics. Furthermore, he proposes that his understanding of the flower of life could lead to new insights into the nature of dark matter and dark energy, two of the biggest mysteries in modern cosmology. He suggests that these elusive components of the universe might be better understood through the lens of his three-dimensional model. In the realm of consciousness studies, Howard's theories are equally revolutionary. He posits that consciousness itself might be a fundamental property of the universe, encoded in the structure of the flower of life. This idea resonates with some interpretations of quantum mechanics and could potentially explain phenomena like non-local consciousness or the hard problem of consciousness in neuroscience. His work also has potential implications for the field of genetics and biology. He suggests that the structure of DNA and the processes of genetic expression might be better understood through the flower of life model. This could lead to new approaches in genetic engineering or our understanding of evolution. Is Terrance Howard a modern-day genius, unveiling truths that have eluded us for millennia? Or is he seeing patterns where none exist? Well, they certainly do exist. His ideas are challenging conventional wisdom. Yes, this is true. Whether you think that's a good thing or not, they offer a different view of a unified theory that could explain many of the mysteries that continue to puzzle scientists. Isaac Newton, a giant of scientific thought, was, according to Terrance Howard, limited in his understanding of the flower of life. This ancient symbol, which we've traced through civilizations across millennia, apparently eluded even one of history's greatest scientific minds. Newton's deep involvement in the study of light and optics led him to explore geometric patterns and their properties. His work on the prismatic spectrum was groundbreaking, but he points out that Newton's approach was primarily two-dimensional. Look at this diagram of Newton's prismatic spectrum. It's a flat representation of light's behavior. Howard proposes that this two-dimensional approach misses the deeper three-dimensional nature of reality encoded in the flower of life. Newton's work, while revolutionary, was constrained by the flat geometry of his time. He argues that this limitation prevented Newton from grasping the full complexity of light's behavior and its relationship to the fundamental structure of the universe. Newton's particle theory of light, while revolutionary for its time, didn't capture the full complexity that Howard sees in the three-dimensional flower of life. Newton believed light consisted of tiny particles, which he thought could be recombined into solid matter. This shows Newton's interest in the fundamental structures of the universe, but he suggests this view was limited by its two-dimensional perspective. He proposes that if Newton had understood the three-dimensional nature of the flower of life, he might have conceived of light differently. Instead of discrete particles, he suggests light might be better understood as a complex, three-dimensional wave pattern, intrinsically linked to the geometry of space itself. Here's Newton's concept of fits of easy reflection and transmission. It proposed that light particles had periodic properties that determined whether they would be reflected or transmitted when encountering a surface. Terrance suggests these fits might be better understood through the lens of the three-dimensional flower of life, revealing more complex patterns and relationships. In Howard's view, these fits could be seen as manifestations of the underlying geometric structure of space as encoded in the flower of life. This perspective could potentially explain phenomena that puzzled Newton. such as the dual-wave particle nature of light that later physicists discovered. Newton was also deeply influenced by Platonic solids, three-dimensional shapes with regular faces and angles. These shapes have clear connections to the flower of life pattern, as we saw earlier in our discussion of sacred geometry. However, he claims Newton didn't fully explore this connection. Terrance proposes that viewing these Platonic solids within the context of the three-dimensional flower of life reveals new insights into their properties and relationships. For instance, the tetrahedron shape that he claims is the true structure of the hydrogen atom emerges naturally from the three-dimensional flower of life pattern. This connection, if valid, could provide a geometric explanation for the atomic structure that Newton, working in two dimensions, couldn't have conceived. Furthermore, Howard argues that Newton's inability to see beyond the two-dimensional properties of the flower of life limited his understanding of gravity. While Newton's laws of gravity were groundbreaking, they didn't explain the mechanism by which gravity operated. Howard suggests that the three-dimensional flower of life could provide insights into the nature of gravity, potentially explaining it as a consequence of the geometry of space itself. By viewing the flower of life in three dimensions with curved lines, he claims we can reveal more complex shapes and connections that Newton missed. This perspective challenges Newton's concept of absolute space and time. Instead, Howard's view aligns more closely with Einstein's later theory of curved spacetime, but takes it even further by suggesting a specific geometric structure underlying reality. His interpretation of the flower of life also challenges Newton's understanding of motion. Newton's laws of motion assume a flat, Euclidean space. But if space is actually curved and structured according to the flower of life pattern, as Howard suggests, it could have profound implications for our understanding of how objects move and interact. This perspective, according to Howard, opens up new possibilities for understanding everything from the nature of light to the structure of the atom. It challenges not only Newton's work, but our entire conception of space and geometry, encouraging us to think beyond the limitations of traditional scientific thought. For instance, his ideas about the flower of life could potentially provide a geometric explanation for quantum phenomena that puzzled later physicists. The idea of interconnectedness and non-locality in quantum mechanics might be explained by the intricate, three-dimensional structure of space as described by the flower of life. Moreover, Terrance's theories suggest new approaches to long-standing problems in physics. The search for a theory of everything, uniting quantum mechanics and general relativity, might benefit from considering the geometric principles encoded in the flower of life. If this man is correct, this ancient symbol could provide a framework for understanding how the universe operates at all scales. Howard's theories challenge our understanding of physics and mathematics while opening up new possibilities for technological advancement and our comprehension of the cosmos. They suggest that by reconsidering fundamental geometric principles, we might develop new technologies, from advanced propulsion systems to novel forms of energy production. Whether his ideas ultimately prove correct to scientists or not, they certainly push us to reconsider some of our most fundamental scientific assumptions. They remind us that even the most established scientific theories, like Newton's, are subject to revision and reinterpretation. In challenging us to look at the universe through the lens of the flower of life, Howard encourages a more holistic, interconnected view of reality that bridges ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science. While Newton's work came centuries later, let's turn our attention to an earlier thinker who grappled with the mysteries of geometry and its relation to the universe: Pythagoras. This ancient Greek philosopher and mathematician, like Newton, came close to understanding the flower of life, but, according to Terrance Howard, ultimately fell short of grasping its true significance. It's crucial to note that Pythagoras studied under the Egyptian mystery schools in Kemet, which were founded by Tehuti, also called Thoth, the first person in recorded human history to mention the flower of life. This connection to ancient Egyptian wisdom deeply influenced Pythagoras' work, though Howard argues he didn't fully comprehend its three-dimensional nature. The Pythagorean theorem, connecting the sides of a right-angled triangle, reflects Pythagoras' belief in the harmony of the universe through mathematics. But Howard suggests this two-dimensional representation misses the deeper, three-dimensional nature of reality encoded in the flower of life. Pythagoras saw sacred geometry everywhere, from circles representing unity to triangles symbolizing stability. These shapes are indeed present in the flower of life pattern, but he proposes Pythagoras didn't fully grasp their three-dimensional implications. One of Pythagoras' most intriguing insights was linking musical harmonies to geometric principles, suggesting a deep connection between sound, numbers, and the physical world. This idea resonates with Howard's theories about the flower of life. He proposes that the three-dimensional structure of the flower of life could explain these harmonic relationships more comprehensively than Pythagoras' two-dimensional approach. Consider the circle, a key element in the flower of life. For Pythagoras, it represented unity and wholeness. Now imagine that the circle extended into three dimensions, forming a sphere. Howard suggests this three-dimensional perspective reveals new properties and relationships that Pythagoras couldn't have conceived. Similarly, the triangle, which Pythagoras saw as a symbol of stability, takes on new significance in Howard's three-dimensional interpretation. The tetrahedron shape that Terrance claims is the true structure of the hydrogen atom emerges from the intersection of spheres in the three-dimensional flower of life pattern. Pythagoras' followers believed that contemplating geometric forms could lead to profound spiritual insights. Terrance Howard's theories take this idea further, suggesting that the three-dimensional flower of life could be a key to understanding not just the spiritual realm, but the fundamental nature of physical reality itself. While Pythagoras made groundbreaking connections between mathematics, music, and the cosmos, Howard argues that he was just scratching the surface. The harmonic relationships Pythagoras discovered might be manifestations of the underlying geometric structure of space, as encoded in the three-dimensional flower of life. Howard's interpretation also challenges Pythagoras' understanding of numbers. Pythagoras saw numbers as the fundamental building blocks of reality. Howard suggests that it's not the numbers themselves, but the geometric relationships they describe in three-dimensional space that are truly fundamental. This perspective opens up new possibilities for understanding reality. It suggests that the mathematical harmonies Pythagoras discovered might be just a two-dimensional shadow of a much more complex, three-dimensional harmony encoded in the structure of space itself. Howard's theories propose that by viewing Pythagorean principles through the lens of the three-dimensional flower of life, we might gain new insights into everything from atomic structure to the nature of consciousness. This could potentially bridge the gap between ancient Kemetic wisdom, Pythagorean philosophy, and modern physics in ways Pythagoras could never have imagined. By challenging us to think beyond the two-dimensional limitations of traditional geometry, Terrance Howard's interpretation of the flower of life offers a new perspective on the profound insights of thinkers like Pythagoras. It encourages us to reconsider our fundamental mathematical and philosophical assumptions, potentially revealing deeper truths about the nature of reality that have their roots in the ancient wisdom of Kemet. Terrance Howard's interpretation of the flower of life isn't just challenging scientific norms. It's a profound revelation that aligns with ancient wisdom and spiritual teachings that have persisted for tens of thousands of years. Howard's theory that the three-dimensional flower of life pattern is the key to understanding everything from subatomic particles to cosmic structures isn't just a scientific hypothesis. It's a confirmation of what spiritual masters have taught for eons. As Tehuti said, "The flower of life is as thine own place of spirit, and streams through the earth as thine flows through thy form." From the Emerald Tablets of Tehuti, Table 13, The Keys of Life and Death. Consider Howard's claim about the tetrahedron shape being the true structure of hydrogen. This isn't just a challenge to modern atomic theory, it's a validation of ancient teachings about the fundamental unity of all things. As Tehuti wrote, "All that exists has form and is living because of the spirit of life in its poles." Also from Tablet 13, The Keys of Life and Death. Terrance Howard's theory gives us a modern scientific way to understand this ancient truth. Let's start with the atomic scale. He proposes that all elements in the periodic table can be understood as complex arrangements derived from the basic tetrahedron shape. This idea doesn't just challenge our understanding of chemistry. It provides a scientific framework for the ancient concept of as above, so below. The patterns we see at the atomic level are reflected in the cosmos at large. This perspective on atomic structure could revolutionize our approach to material science. If we can understand how elements truly form and interact based on the flower of life geometry, we might be able to create new materials with properties we've only dreamed of. Imagine materials that can self-repair or that can change their properties based on their environment, all based on the fundamental patterns of creation. His atomic theory could provide new insights into nuclear physics. If the structure of atoms follows the flower of life pattern, it could lead to safer, more efficient forms of nuclear energy. This wouldn't just be a scientific breakthrough, it could be a key to solving our global energy crisis in a way that's in harmony with the fundamental patterns of the universe. Zooming out to the scale of planets and solar systems, he suggests that celestial bodies follow patterns inherent in the flower of life geometry. This isn't just a new astronomical theory, it's a modern expression of the ancient understanding that the universe operates on fundamental, repeating patterns. It echoes the teachings of many spiritual traditions that see the cosmos as a grand, interconnected design. This perspective could revolutionize our approach to space exploration. If we understand how celestial bodies form and interact based on the flower of life geometry, we might be able to predict the locations of habitable planets or understand the formation of galaxies in new ways. It could even inform the design of spacecraft, allowing us to work with the natural patterns of the cosmos rather than against them. Howard's ideas about dark matter and dark energy are particularly intriguing from a spiritual perspective. By proposing that these mysterious components of the universe might be manifestations of the underlying geometric structure of space itself, he is giving scientific credence to the ancient idea of an all-pervasive cosmic energy or consciousness. This concept could completely reshape our understanding of the universe's composition and evolution. If dark matter and dark energy are indeed manifestations of the flower of life geometry, it could explain why they've been so elusive to our current methods of detection. It might require a completely new approach to cosmology, one that takes into account the fundamental patterns of creation. When it comes to the nature of time and space, his theories align remarkably well with spiritual concepts of non-linear time and interconnected reality. His suggestion that the flower of life pattern could explain the curvature of space-time isn't just a challenge to modern conventional physics. It's a bridge between modern science and ancient wisdom about the nature of reality. This perspective on space-time could have profound implications for our understanding of gravity. If gravity is indeed a consequence of the flower of life geometry, it could lead to new technologies for manipulating gravitational fields. Imagine being able to create localized areas of increased or decreased gravity. The applications in everything from construction to medicine could be revolutionary. Howard's ideas about wave conjugations and mirror shapes emerging from the three-dimensional flower of life are especially profound. These concepts don't just offer potential explanations for quantum phenomena, they provide a scientific basis for spiritual ideas about the interconnectedness of all things and the illusory nature of separation. This perspective could revolutionize our approach to quantum computing. If quantum entanglement and superposition are indeed manifestations of the flower of life geometry, it could lead to new designs for quantum computers that are more stable and powerful than anything we've conceived of so far. In the realm of consciousness studies, his theories are revolutionary both scientifically and spiritually. By proposing that consciousness might be a fundamental property of the universe encoded in the flower of life structure, Howard is echoing ancient teachings about the universal consciousness that permeates all existence. This view of consciousness could completely reshape our approach to neuroscience and psychology. If consciousness is indeed a fundamental property of the universe, it could lead to new treatments for mental health disorders or new ways of enhancing human cognitive abilities. It might even provide a scientific basis for phenomena like telepathy or precognition, which have long been dismissed by mainstream science. Howard's theory on genetics and evolution is equally groundbreaking. His suggestion that DNA structure and genetic expression might be better understood through the flower of life model doesn't just challenge current biological theories. It provides a scientific framework for spiritual concepts of the underlying unity of all life. This perspective on genetics could revolutionize our approach to medicine. If we can understand how genes truly express themselves based on the flower of life geometry, it could lead to highly personalized medical treatments or even the ability to edit genes in ways that are in harmony with the fundamental patterns of life. By viewing the universe through the lens of the flower of life, Howard encourages us to see connections and patterns that transcend traditional scientific boundaries. This holistic perspective aligns with spiritual teachings about the interconnectedness of all things and the presence of divine order in the universe. This holistic view could transform our approach to environmental science. If we understand how ecosystems truly function based on the flower of life geometry, it could lead to more effective conservation strategies or new approaches to sustainable agriculture that work in harmony with nature's patterns. Terrance's theories have profound implications for how we approach scientific research and spiritual practice. They suggest that the path to understanding our universe might lie in combining the rigorous methods of science with the intuitive wisdom of spiritual traditions. This integration of science and spirituality could lead to new educational paradigms. Imagine a curriculum that teaches physics alongside meditation or biology alongside sacred geometry. It could produce a new generation of thinkers who are equally at home with scientific equations and spiritual insights. Whether in environmental science, material science, or information technology, his ideas open up new possibilities that honor both scientific innovation and spiritual wisdom. They challenge us to think beyond our current paradigms and consider a more interconnected, holistic view of reality. In the field of information technology, his ideas could inspire new approaches to network design or data storage. If information itself follows patterns based on the flower of life geometry, it could lead to more efficient, more secure data systems that mimic the fundamental structures of the universe. In essence, Terrance's work isn't just pushing the boundaries of science, it's validating ancient spiritual truths in the language of modern physics and mathematics. His theories serve as a powerful reminder that the greatest insights about our universe might come from bridging the gap between ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science. Right now, we're not just engaging in scientific speculation. We're participating in a grand rediscovery of timeless truths about the nature of reality. Whether his theories stand the test of scientific scrutiny or not, they've already succeeded in reminding us of the profound wisdom encoded in the sacred geometry of the flower of life. In challenging us to view the universe through the lens of the flower of life, he invites us on a journey of discovery that is both scientific and spiritual. His theories encourage us to look beyond the surface, to seek the deeper patterns and connections that unite all things. They remind us that the truths of the universe are not just to be found in scientific laboratories, but also in the wisdom of our ancestors and the sacred geometries that have been with us all along. Terrance Howard's revolutionary interpretation of the flower of life isn't just theoretical. It opens up a world of practical applications that could transform our technology, health, and relationship with the environment. Let's explore some of these exciting possibilities, keeping in mind how the flower of life's geometry directly informs these potential innovations. First, let's consider new technologies inspired by the flower of life. Terrance's understanding of the three-dimensional nature of this pattern could lead to breakthroughs in various fields. In aerospace, for instance, we might see new propulsion systems based on the geometry of the flower of life. The pattern's interlocking circles could inspire the design of more efficient engines. Imagine spacecraft with propulsion systems that mimic the flower of life's vortex patterns, potentially allowing for smoother, more energy-efficient travel through space. In the field of energy, his theories about the structure of atoms based on the tetrahedron shape derived from the flower of life could lead to new forms of clean, abundant energy. If we can replicate the energy dynamics observed in the flower of life's geometry at an atomic level, we might develop fusion reactors that are more stable and efficient than current designs. This could potentially solve our energy crisis and dramatically reduce our environmental impact. Communications technology could also be revolutionized. Howard's ideas about wave conjugations and mirror shapes, which he derives from the flower of life pattern, could inspire new designs for antennas and transmitters. By mimicking the symmetry and interconnectedness of the flower of life, we might create communication systems that are not only faster and more efficient, but also more resistant to interference. The flower of life's fractal nature, the way it repeats its patterns at different scales, could also inspire advancements in nanotechnology. We might develop new materials with unprecedented strength-to-weight ratios by arranging molecules in patterns that echo the flower of life's structure. Now, let's turn to healing modalities based on sacred geometry. The medical field could be transformed by incorporating the flower of life's principles. We might see new diagnostic tools that can detect imbalances in the body's energy field based on deviations from the flower of life pattern. Imagine a scanner that creates a three-dimensional model of a person's energy field, comparing it to the ideal flower of life structure and identifying areas of imbalance. Treatment modalities could be developed that use sacred geometry to restore harmony to the body's systems. For example, we might create healing chambers where patients are surrounded by three-dimensional projections of the flower of life, with specific frequencies tuned to resonate with different parts of the pattern. This could potentially stimulate the body's natural healing processes at a fundamental level. In psychology, understanding consciousness through the lens of the flower of life could lead to new therapies that address mental health at a fundamental level. Howard's theory that consciousness itself might be encoded in the flower of life structure could inspire treatments that use geometric visualizations to realign the mind with the universe's natural harmonies. This could potentially offer new approaches to treating conditions like depression, anxiety, and PTSD. Even in the realm of physical therapy and exercise, we could see new practices emerge. Imagine yoga poses or Tai Chi movements designed to align the body with the flower of life's geometry. These practices might involve tracing the pattern's lines with one's limbs, or arranging group exercises to form living, moving flower of life patterns. This could promote balance and well-being at a profound level by aligning the body's movements with universal geometric principles. Environmental solutions through harmonic resonance present another exciting frontier. His theories suggest that by aligning our technologies and practices with the fundamental patterns of the universe, as represented by the flower of life, we could create more sustainable, harmonious relationships with our environment. In agriculture, for example, we might see new farming methods that arrange crops according to the flower of life pattern. This could involve planting in concentric circles, or arranging different crops in a way that mimics the flower of life's overlapping circles. Such arrangements might maximize yield while minimizing environmental impact by working in harmony with natural energy flows. In urban planning, cities could be designed to resonate with these natural geometries, creating more livable, efficient spaces. Imagine cities where the layout of streets, buildings, and green spaces forms a giant flower of life pattern when viewed from above. This could potentially create more harmonious urban environments, improving traffic flow and energy distribution. Water treatment technologies could be developed based on the flower of life's principles. We might create filtration systems where water flows through a series of chambers arranged in the flower of life pattern, each stage of the process corresponding to a different part of the geometry. This could potentially provide new ways to purify water without harmful chemicals, using the natural vortex patterns inherent in the flower of life. We might even see pollution remediation techniques that use harmonic resonance based on the flower of life's geometry to break down contaminants. Imagine devices that emit frequencies derived from the flower of life pattern, capable of breaking down pollutants into harmless components by aligning them with natural geometric principles. In the realm of renewable energy, solar panels could be designed with cells arranged in the flower of life pattern, potentially increasing their efficiency by mimicking nature's energy distribution patterns. Wind farms could arrange turbines based on the flower of life geometry, possibly harnessing wind energy more effectively. These practical applications are just the beginning. As we continue to explore and understand the flower of life through Howard's revolutionary perspective, we're likely to discover even more ways to apply this ancient wisdom to solve modern problems. The potential of Terrance Howard's theories extends far beyond what we can currently imagine. They invite us to reconsider our entire approach to technology and problem solving, encouraging us to work in harmony with the universe's fundamental patterns rather than against them. Terrance Howard's revolutionary theories about the flower of life bring us to the threshold of a great awakening. This isn't just about scientific discovery or technological advancement. It's about a fundamental shift in how we perceive ourselves and our place in the cosmos. Howard's work invites us to embrace a holistic view of science and spirituality. For too long, these domains have been seen as separate, even antagonistic. But the flower of life, as Howard interprets it, shows us that the deepest scientific truths and the most profound spiritual wisdom are two sides of the same coin. As Tehuti wrote in the Emerald Tablets, "Know ye, O man, that all of the future is an open book to him who can read." Howard's theories give us a new way to read this cosmic book. This perspective changes our understanding of reality. The flower of life isn't just a geometric pattern, it's the very fabric of existence, from the smallest subatomic particle to the largest galactic supercluster. When we truly grasp this, we realize that we're not separate from the universe. We are the universe, conscious and self-aware, exploring itself through our experiences. This realization brings with it a significant responsibility. Each of us has a role to play in cosmic evolution. As Howard's work shows, consciousness itself might be encoded in the flower of life pattern. This means that our thoughts, our actions, our very being are part of the universal dance of creation. Every choice we make, every insight we gain, contributes to the unfolding of cosmic awareness. The practical applications we've explored, from new technologies to healing modalities to environmental solutions, are all ways we can actively participate in this evolution. By aligning our innovations with the fundamental patterns of the universe, we become conscious co-creators with the cosmos. Howard's theories challenge us to expand our perception beyond the limited view we've held for so long. They invite us to see the sacred geometry that underlies all of existence. As Tehuti said, "The flower of life is as thine own place of spirit and streams through the earth as thine flows through thy form." When we recognize this, we begin to see the world with new eyes. Imagine walking through a forest and seeing not just trees, but a living manifestation of the flower of life pattern, or looking at the night sky and recognizing the cosmic dance of celestial bodies following the same geometric principles. This shift in perception can transform our relationship with the world around us, fostering a deep sense of connection and reverence for all life. This awakening also has significant implications for how we approach our problems and challenges. Instead of seeing issues as isolated incidents to be solved, we can recognize them as part of larger patterns. This holistic view can lead to more effective, harmonious solutions that work with the flow of nature rather than against it. Howard's work isn't just a theory to be contemplated. It's an invitation to explore and experience the living flower of life for ourselves. This might mean studying sacred geometry, practicing meditation techniques based on these patterns, or simply being more aware of the geometric forms we encounter in our daily lives. We are also called to share this knowledge. As more people awaken to this cosmic awareness, we create a collective shift in consciousness. This could lead to a more peaceful, harmonious world as we recognize our fundamental interconnectedness. Let's return to the words of Tahuti. Seek ye within the circle. Use the word I shall give. Open the gateway within thee, and sure thou too shalt live. From Emerald Tablet 9, The Key of Freedom of Space. Terrance Howard has given us a new way to seek within the circle of the flower of life. He's provided us with a new language, a new word to describe the fundamental nature of reality. Now, it's up to each of us to open that gateway within ourselves, to explore, to question, to see the world through the lens of the flower of life. As we do, we participate in nothing less than the evolution of cosmic consciousness itself. This is the great awakening that Howard's work points towards. It's not just a scientific revolution or a spiritual enlightenment. It's both and more. It's an invitation to see ourselves and our universe in a new light, to recognize the patterns that connect all things, and to step into our role as conscious participants in the cosmic dance. Let's carry forward this sense of wonder, this openness to new possibilities. Let's look at the world around us with fresh eyes, seeking the patterns of the flower of life in everything we encounter. And let's remember that each of us, in our own unique way, is a living embodiment of this cosmic geometry, unfolding in the grand expanse of the universe.